Do not try to build a community of your game from scratch. Why? Well, it's simply because you are one person, or maybe two people, or three people, maybe even if you're 15. The amount of players that you're going to get in a community is going to be much greater than that. And so remember that when you're trying to build your community. You need the whole studio and the whole game development team to rely on building the community long term. So try, as a most social person in the development team, try to socialize with developers. Try to understand what do they care about, what they're passionate about. Have a coffee with them. Have a coffee with a lead game designer, or have a coffee with an art director, and try to understand what are they the most passionate about, and then try to extract that passion either from them to you, and project that passion to the players via dev blogs, via Reddit posts, via social media, or trying to inspire those people to try to write something for the players. Try to ask them to project that passion onto the players. Hey, you do a really good job at making great concept art for this game, and I think players would be very interested to find out more about the background and the idea of this enemy that you're creating. Why don't you write a quick dev blog for me, and I'm gonna help polish it out and iron it out and make it ready for the players to read. And it doesn't have to be 50,000 words article. It can be very simple. It can be very straightforward. You can also make their lives easier by just telling them, hey, give me a few bullet points on things that you want to talk about, and I'm going to elaborate, and I'm going to send you back the draft of the dev blog and see how it works out. Or it can be a video. Put them on a camera, start talking to them for 10 minutes. That's pretty much it. So there's many options on how do you project the passion of the developers to the players. And that is the core community building. That is where the passion meets the players and an explanation onto why players should care about this game. And that is proven to be working. The game that is made by genuine human beings that are actually caring about their product is going to sell much better than the product that is being built for the sake of being built. And so find the most passionate developers in your team and try to use their passion to your advantage. That is how they can build your community much better than you ever can, because you don't really control every single aspect of development. You actually come at the very end, and you don't want that. You want to be at the beginning. You want to start at the beginning in order to understand where the game is going to go. So exploit the things that they're good at. Try to make sure that if you're talking to an artist, that they talk about their art, that they're talking about why they like the art, why the players should like the art. It's very simple. But also try to get them to join social media. It's actually very helpful that you're not just the only person that is on Twitter as a community manager for the game. It's actually much more easier if you ask the art director, game director, a game designer, level designer, to just simply create a Twitter account under the pseudonym, and then you just promote them. You tell them, hey guys, hey players, this is where this person is at. He just joined Twitter. Give him a warm welcome. Just expand the community, spread the love. You're already good at social media, and so why don't you try to build their image and build their identity into this community of people that actually care about their work, and they don't have to post too many inside information or too many things. They can post a few times a week. ask questions, post pictures of their workplace, maybe do a small funny video. It doesn't really matter. It adds more character to the development team. And adding more character to the development team ultimately is going to add more character to your game. The more players know about, and the more players explore different aspects of the game, the more they're going to appreciate the whole effort it's going to be put into inside of shipping of that game. Now, yes, you may have developers that may not speak the same language, and that is where the translation comes in, and also them posting in their native language. I mean, Twitter, Facebook already have translation tools. It's not the end of the world that they post in their native language. It's not really. If you don't have localization team, if you don't have capabilities of translating those things into full-blown dev blogs and stuff like that. But again, the key here is the passion. Without that, it's going to be really hard for you to sell the game on yourself, right? Like it's doable, and you can try really hard, but it's not going to affect the overall interest from the players from the get-go, right? So it is crucially important, but try also to help them. If they join social media, and if they are a little bit confused what they should do, what they should not do, and try to create them a small do's and don'ts document. Be like, hey, you join social media, here's some good examples of the things which you should do, and here's some bad examples. Here's how you write a Twitter bio. Here's what kind of content works, see what kind of content doesn't, right? So try to help them. Try to educate them. Not all of them are good at Twitter. Not all of them are going to be good at Reddit. Not all of them are going to be good at chatting on Discord. But it is important to begin from somewhere and then guide them slowly. And if you're their guide, if you're the guide that's going to be holding their hand throughout this process of building community, they're going to appreciate you more for your work, because they're going to know that you're much better at that than them. And you are going to build some great relationships and friendships along the way. Trust me, I have a lot of those. So it is very important, and it's extremely crucial to have that. Have one-on-one conversations. Have a 30-minute coffee with a developer. Try to understand their brain. Try to understand what things they care about, and then try to project that passion to explain to players why this game is going to be so cool and so unique. So that's pretty much it for this topic. Don't do community management alone. Have an army of developers that are making this game, and you are in charge of projecting that passion of the whole army of developers to the players, and then making sure that that passion is genuine, and, as I mentioned in the previous video, authentic. So be yourself authentic, and try make sure that developers of the game are also authentic as much as possible.